Yo, what's up guys, I'm IsDerpy, and while we're on how to do well in COD Ghosts, might as well put in how to do well in Search and Rescue, Search and Destroy, and Reinforce, which are 3 game modes where you can potentially die once and not respawn for the whole round. If you hear a jingle of a collar or something, it's my cat. She's walking around next to me. So in these game modes, it is in 2 out of 3 of the game modes, it is possible to be respawned. In Reinforce, you can be respawned by a teammate capping an enemy flag or a neutral flag. In Search and Rescue, you can be respawned by a friendly going and grabbing the tags that you drop when you are killed. In Search and Destroy, you die and you don't respawn. It's like Search and Destroy in any other Call of Duty. If you've played COD 4 through Black Ops 2, or even through Ghosts, you know that you don't respawn in Search and Destroy when you die. It's just, you're dead. Next, so now I've gone a little past where I wanted to, so first thing you want to do is know your opening routes. Like you saw in the beginning, I ran up to the cabin from my spawn using a flank route around the side of the map, and I wait in that corner until I hear footsteps in the cabin. Then I'll jump out and run in there and try to kill the person. You don't have to have the same opening route as me. I'd rather you didn't, because if I got in a team with you, I would not want to be fighting over an opening route with somebody. That's really stupid. Just find an opening route that works for you and your gun. Next, it's actually about guns. You want to know your gun and where it performs best. I'd advise for these set of game modes picking an all-purpose weapon, such as the SC-2010, the Honey Badger, the SA-805, or some of the faster firing assault rifles, Vector CRB, MTAR-X, those kind of guns. Now, you can specialize this gun to whatever range you like. Just know that you want to have some sort of skill outside of the gun's range. It is optimal that you stay inside your gun's range, because you will want to know how to tackle someone further away from you. Scavenge weapon if you must. Next, you want to stay attentive. Like I did there, when I killed that guy, I went up there after confirming the kill and picking up his Honey Badger. I heard something outside of the cabin. I peeked my head over, and it was another enemy. You want to know where footsteps are coming from. If you have a headset, use it. If you don't have a headset, you're going to have a hard time in Search and Destroy, or these game modes, but it's doable nonetheless. Next, run sound perks. Everybody does. 99% of people you run into in Search and Rescue will be running either Dead Silence, Amplify, or both. I personally run both. You want to run these perks so you can hear enemies. One of the perks so you can hear enemies, or the enemies can't hear you. Dead Silence to me is more important than Amplify, because you don't get picked up by almost 90% of the people that play Search and Rescue. Amplify is a little less important because I do have kind of twitch reflexes, but even those won't save you from the guns people use in this game, like 3-round burst, marksman rifles, as I'm about to get killed by here, or rapid fire MTAR, or guns that just really give them an unfair advantage. The reason people do this is because you only get 1 life in certain game modes, and you kind of want to make it go the distance. You want to kill off as many enemies as you can before you die. Next, you want to have good twitch reflexes. I touched on this earlier, but I never really went in depth. The better reflexes you have, the more likely you are to win your gunfights, like I am here. You want to see enemies, you want to instantly know how to snap on, you want to know where to aim, and you want to just put a lot of lead into the enemy. Now, granted, you don't need to run what I'm running. Probably should have said this earlier, but the class that I'm using, which is one of my personal favorite Search and Rescue class, it's the Vector CRB Rapid Fire Silencer It's actually, I have this set up. I'm not gonna go into depth with it because I have this set up as a class setup video. So just go look at that if you want. I'll put the link in the description. But right here, this is what happens if you don't respawn. You go into spectator mode. You watch your teammates finish out the fight or get finished off. We actually 4-0 these people, so I'm kind of rushing through these tips and tricks because I don't have a lot of footage. If I do go over the commentary, if I do go over the gameplay, I actually have a secondary gameplay where we also 4-0 somebody, but it's not as exciting because everybody except for one person on the enemy team rage quits. I tend to get that a lot. I tend to get rage quitters a lot on the enemy team. It's not fun. But so next, you want to know what weapons to scavenge. Now, personally, I'd scavenge more all-around weapons if you have a specialized weapon, or if you have an all-around weapon, scavenge a specialized weapon. Like, my Vector is good all-around, so I grabbed an L115, which makes me a little more lethal in long-range combat, provided you have the accuracy. And here's another key point. People love to spam grenades in these game modes. They love to spam flashes, they love to spam stuns. You want to learn how to aim in these while you're stunned or while a grenade blowing up in your face. So what I'd recommend doing for this to compensate is go into a private match and have a buddy throw some of these at you. Have your buddy throw a concussion at you, and then have him run around while you try to kill him. Now granted, once somebody stuns you, they're probably going to try to kill you. So you can also have that happen too. Have them stun you and then try to kill you. You want to learn how to aim so you can kill people while you're stunned. Now the gameplay is quickly wrapping up, so once again, know your opening routes, know your gun, choose good all-around guns, be smart, be attentive, and that's all. Derpy out.